Wait, where's the video? Oh, there it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NCW Season 4, Episode 29. I'm your host, your general manager, your co-commentator for the evening, alongside Tony Lee Williams. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, for a stacked card for you here tonight. The one time it's in your work town and you're at home.
I could care less about Texas.
Fair enough. Well, we'll be in Philadelphia for the pay-per-view. Speaking of NCW Rage, we finally got all the qualifying matches out of the way. Now it's going to be 2 weeks of building momentum, building up towards the Elimination Chamber. And you got to think, Tiny Boy, Joshua James Utaker, he's got a lot to prove that he'll be kicking off the Elimination Chamber for the Junior Heavyweight title due to the fact that he won the second chance Fatal 4-Way last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taiki Shunto got a huge upset win. I'm trying to remember who he beat. Who was
it? Did he beat Andrew Blade? Or Andrew Black?
No, it wasn't Andrew Black. It was TJ Black. Caught him with a zigzag and put him down. But also on the card, we got Kendall Rose in action as she'll be taking on one half of her challengers for the women's tag team titles. Next episode, Ivy Pine. Also, we'll see the world tag team titles be defended tonight. The second of 4 tag team title matches before we hit NCW Rage. We already saw new live tag team champions. Will we see new World Tag Team Champions tonight in the Public Enemy as they take on the Fallen Kingdom? But how do you think Tiny Boy felt losing to Lucha Rainbow in the qualifying matches, but still managing to make it into the Elimination Chamber by winning that Fatal 4-Way second chance match?
Well, I think he probably felt like now's my chance. If I don't win that match now, I would have just done all this for nothing. I mean, he literally won his way back into the chamber.
But now he's going to have to go all the way through all 5 men, including the champion, to qualify Lucha Rainbow, as well as
just another obstacle he's got to take.
Estimate those 5 men.
Well, I'm talking about it all as a whole.
Sure.
Like the chamber all in one is an obstacle itself.
But the undefeated Jay Satin, the 5-time light heavyweight champion, former cruiserweight champion Lucha Rainbow, Thomas Von Sice, a dark horse in the match, and then also Franco Lavetta.
Let's all remember that Franco Lavetta got his first loss from Jay Satin, who's now the junior heavyweight champion.
Exactly, so you gotta think he'll want revenge somewhere down the line. Hell, maybe it could be in one of these build-up matches. See if he's in. Taiki Shunto looking for an early roll-up. Did you send out the message to the locker room? But you gotta think, are the other 4 men watching this match that's going to be involved in a junior heavyweight title elimination chamber?
I mean, if they're smart, they should be. Also, they need to get a little strategy going on some of their opponents.
Sure. As I mentioned, this could be the match that starts the Elimination Chamber, or Superplex. Oh, not a Superplex. Yeah, Superplex. To the middle of the ring by Taiki Shunso. Although he's small, he has got a fair bit of power in him. And not to mention that shocking win over TJ Black. Kind of set Bloody Impact in an up and down spiral.
Yeah.
But either way, Tiny Boy taking control of the match. Also, how do you think Tiny Boy is feeling after Burt Spangler and Angelo Hurst lost the live tag team titles?
I'm sure he kind of feels for them, but I think right now he's more focused on that junior heavyweight title.
I think he'd have to be, because that is the biggest opportunity in his career. And
I'm sure they're your friends, but you gotta focus on yourself sometimes, you know.
Well,
especially when you have an opportunity like this.
I think that's what Angelo Hurst decided, because he had that shot for the United States title, but he also had the quote-unquote burden of the live tag titles. You think he
I don't know if he thought of them as a burden, but more of just kind of like, well, I'm busy with this, but I want to go after singles title. I got to do something with it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure he was glad he was champion, but didn't think that was going to be his first title.
Not many people do, but now we have new champions. Chance Nightwalker from Alpha and Chef Stompy from Bloody Impact. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah. Interesting dynamic right there.
Let's see how well Soul Food does. But I wonder, even though Angelo Hurst, I believe, is running solo from now on, do you think Tiny Boy is going to keep that relationship going with Burt Spangler?
Oh, of course.
Milk and tacos.
Milk and tacos.
One day, maybe they may compete for the World Tag titles.
Possibly.
But either way, Taiki Shunso took this match to the outside and looks like he's been dominating Tiny Boy ever since. I think Taiki may have a lot to prove that win was not a fluke, that he is ready for the junior heavyweight division's elite.
Yeah, I think he wants to prove to a lot of people that he can hold his own in this division, and he didn't just get a fluke win, like you said.
Not to mention, imagine beating one of the favorites in this Elimination Chamber, Tiny Boy. Got a lot of people rooting him on, and if Taiki Shunso can shut down that momentum, that would go a long way in possibly taking out one of the threats going into that Elimination Chamber. Having a favorite doubt themselves that they can even win the chamber, that would definitely give Taiki a better chance to walk away junior heavyweight champion.
Definitely.
Well, what does it do for Taiki Shunso if he loses to Tiny Boy here tonight?
It might set him back a bit, but I think he can still move on from there in the chamber.
I mean, you've had experience in the Elimination Chamber. I think you've been in 2 or 3 of them.
I don't remember, but I'm just going to take your word for it.
All right, I think you were in the crowning of the Champion of Champions title, which you won. Mm-hmm. And then you were in a 6-man tag team match for the Champion of Champions title. It was you, Spike, and Drew Kennedy, I think it was, of the Ultimate Nightmares, taking on Golden Titan, Clark Oliver Morrison, and Alexander Leonardo Davidson, where the winning team won the title.
Mm.
And
yeah,
you lost.
You don't have to say it like that.
Well, I'm trying to remember who took you out. I don't think it was Spike. I think it was Clark. Either way. And then you were in Season 2's Elimination Chamber at NCW Rage 2018. So you haven't been in an Elimination Chamber for 2 years. Tiny Boy taking Taiki across the ring now. Taiki able to break free with the elbow strikes, and now coming in with the palms and the kicks to the leg. Tiny Boy may be rocked here as Taiki looking for the Northern Light suplex bridging pin combination, but only a 1 count. And Tiny Boy in trouble. Taiki sizing him up. Oh, hit the backhand. And a massive lariat hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Tiny Boy just getting his shoulder up. But Taiki Shunto, what a lariat. Turning Tiny Boy inside out in this match. And yet the momentum doesn't stop. Hits the dropkick off the rebound, hits the second one. The second Tiny Boy got up, and here we go, arm trap, neck breaker. Taiki Shunto is rolling right now. How does Tiny Boy stop this? And oh, there's that zigzag that put away TJ Black, and it's enough to put away Tiny Boy here tonight. Taiki Shunto's got a lot of momentum rolling on his side. Is there anyone in that chamber who could potentially stop this streak that he's got going on?
Say that again.
Is there anyone in the chamber who could stop Taiki Shunto's momentum?
I mean, there's 4 other dudes that might possibly stop him, but
definitely has more experience on pay-per-view, but yeah. But
I'm sure Lucha Rainbow will have something to say.
I'm sure he does. A big win for Taiki. Is he going to be the next junior heavyweight champion? Guess we're going to have to wait at NCW Rage if he survives the Elimination Chamber. But we move on. And, what do you think of this? Johnny Farmer versus Tony O'Ryan, but look who's standing behind Johnny Farmer. The former World Tag Team
New
Champions,
Alliance?
Baltimore's Fiant.
New Alliance, quite possibly.
Maybe a New Alliance, maybe Baltimore's Finest, maybe Scout Johnny Farmer. Because Ace and Carter, they have made it clear that they want those 6-man tag team titles.
Yeah.
But they've only been known as a 2-man duo, so they gotta find that third man. Maybe Johnny Farmer may be the guy they need. I mean, you think about it. A big powerhouse like Michael Carter, someone fast and dominant like Brendan Ace, and then having the unique unknown factor of Johnny Farmer.
True. I would say he's kind of like a technical guy.
He's also a bit of a powerhouse.
I'd say he's like a mixture because it's almost like New Day, because Big E's their power, Kofi Kingston's their speed.
Maybe more
and someone who does
like
high flying
the Shield,
shit.
possibly.
And okay, you didn't even let me finish.
I know what you're saying, but we haven't really seen much of Johnny Farmer to put him as Xavier Woods.
Exactly, we don't see much of Xavier Woods to really base much off of him, other than the fact that he kind of does like a mixture of both. He does high flying stuff, but then he can also do power moves.
But imagine the confidence of Johnny Farmer to have the 2020 Wildcard Tag Team Tournament winners escorting you down the ringside to support you, potentially going into the biggest match of your career definitely your biggest in NCW, going into that Elimination Chamber, the challenge for the Intercontinental title.
let's just hope for his sake he impresses me.
Well, definitely, because they are scouting, they are looking for that third man to challenge for the six-man tag team title. So Johnny Farmer potentially, if he impresses, could go into that chamber as six-man tag team champion and leave a double champion.
Yep.
I mean, you think about it, at this point in his career, Alex Wolf was a double champion, Intercontinental and World Tag Champion. Maybe Johnny Farmer looking to follow in the current footsteps of the current IC champ.
Quite possibly. I'll be right back, man.
But either way, here comes Tony O'Ryan, a man who is looking to move up in the division, in the on the roster, former two-time NCW Live champion. And he wants to step it up to that next level. He wants to become Intercontinental Champion and has a great opportunity to do that inside the Elimination Chamber against 5 top-tier level talents, but he's got the deck stacked against him tonight with Baltimore's finest around the ring. There we go. Slap to the wrist, forearm there to the face. Johnny Farmer just took it, and the Irish whip now into the corner, looking south, Mikinochu driver. And here we go, has him by the back of the head up against the ropes now. Looking to hang you up on the second rope. Johnny Farmer coming in full head of steam. Oh, leg drop across the back of the neck. Super kick to the body, and here we go, scoops him up, brings him down with another one. Settle it. And here we go now. Standing moonsault by Johnny Farmer. Michael Carter, Brendan Ace liking what they are seeing right now. But look at that power. Kick and turned it into a backbreaker. Here we go, planting with a DDT. Went for the kick, nobody home. Irish whip now coming off the ropes. Here we go, looking for the arm trap, neck breaker. And now back up. Shot to the body. Hooks the head, looking to go snap suplex. There we go, rolls through, hits the Pele kick to the back of the head now. Johnny Farmer looking to get back up, but no, Tony O'Ryan hits a sharp European uppercut. And now back up, Tony O'Ryan hits the set out spine buster. Tony Farmer in a little bit of trouble here. It's Tony O'Ryan looking for the cover, looking for a 3 count. Tony O'Ryan nails that drop kick. Now snaps him down. Looking to bend that arm around the leg, and here we go. Looking for the tequila sunrise. Tony O'Ryan looking to tap Johnny Farmer out. But Johnny Farmer able to escape, and here he comes. Looking for the float over into the DDT. And Tony O'Ryan rolling out of the ring. Looking to regroup on the ring apron, but no, Johnny Farmer hooking the head, looking to bring him back in with a suplex. And Farmer back in control. What's he got in mind here? Hits the heel kick that got caught with a backbreaker last time. Johnny Farmer body blow, went for the Irish whip, got countered. Tony O'Ryan went for a shot. Johnny Farmer able to counter. And here he goes. Oh, flatline it. into the second turnbuckle, and now Farmer has him back up, rolls through the drop toe hold. Oh, and a pump kick to the mouth. Farmer went down hard. Farmer back up, got caught. Tony O'Ryan has him up against the ropes now, looking to throw him out of the ring. And Tony O'Ryan weighing his options here. Coming in full head of steam. Suicide dive, and there goes Johnny Farmer into the barricade. Brendan Hayes, Michael Carter keeping their eyes on Tony O'Ryan. Michael Carter may be looking to get involved here. Maybe looking to protect Johnny Farmer, protect that investment in becoming six-man tag team champions, but Tony O'Ryan winding up, 7-star boot, and Farmer could be done for. Hooks the leg for the cover, 1, 2, 3, and Tony O'Ryan with the W. Huge win for Tony O'Ryan. I don't think the pressure of having a former World Tag Team Champions by his side affected him. Or not by his side. I get in the corner of his opponent, but either way. Big win for Tony O'Ryan, but what's this mean for this potential alliance of Johnny Farmer and Baltimore's Finest? Will they still pick him as the third member to challenge for the six-man tag team titles against New World Elite? Damn, 2 matches in and we're already 22 minutes into the stream. Tony, where'd you go? But here we go, 2 women that'll be involved in potentially becoming the next North American champion. Otomi, a former women's hardcore champion, looking to become women's North American champion, looking to add more gold to her resume here in NCW and become a champion once again. Although she is going up against the former 3-time women's champion. And if I remember correctly, also a 3-time women's North American champion. Otomi had a strong reign as women's hardcore champion, came to an end at the hands of Cody Kane, but Otomi wants to move higher up on that card, wants to move in to a North American title picture. Can she get the job done by taking out Cassidy Blake? Yes. Cassidy Blake, Dawn Kazarian, Ellie Hartman, and Crystal Carey alongside her opponent tonight, Casey Winters. It's going to be an uphill battle if Otomi wants to become women's North American champion. Three-time women's champion, three-time women's North American champion Casey Winters looking to break her own record and become a four-time record-breaking women's North American champion. But can she survive the Elimination Chamber? And can she beat Otomi Zuki here tonight to build up that momentum? This is going to be a pretty good match. When you notice she's wearing cat socks and fucking knee pads. But are they cat socks or panda socks? But here we go, Tomizuki versus Casey Winters tying up middle of the ring. Casey going right for the arm, but Otomi able to turn it around. But Casey Winters able to switch positions into the side headlock. Otomi trying to fight back from being taken down here, and able to do so, has the hammerlock. And look at that, nice switch there. Casey Winters now has the arm, but Otomi now able to take it down with the Fujiwara armbar. But Casey Winters able to roll free, and what a technical back and forth out of the gates between these two. A technical that going down the hill is now a strike fest. And here we go, Otomi now. Oof, stomp to the body. Just walking over Casey Winters. She goes in for the cover, but not even a one count. Casey quickly kicking out of that. And now back up. Swing. Nope. Oh, swung indeed. Caught her with a heel kick. Now Casey Winters looking for the cover. But Otomi, much like Casey Winters, kicking out before the referee hit one. I think they're trying to do a little bit of whatever you can do, I can do better. As Casey grabbing two hands full of hair and whipping Otomi back into the mat. Oh, and a slap to the face from the four-season veteran. But I think she's also a former women's tag team champion. That's right. She was the first Triple Crown champ in NCW history. Kendall being the second. And go back.
Yep.
Fucking Tony O'Ryan made quick work of
Tony Starr.
Oh yeah, no, Tony O'Ryan. His name was Tony Starr last season.
Oh, okay.
But Tony O'Ryan made quick work of Johnny Farmer.
I saw the ending.
Ran him into the fucking barricade and then put a boot to his head. Ooh, what a nice tornado DDT there by Casey Winters. And here we go. Hits the lariat. This has been back and forth. A nice slow technical bout. Here we go, Otomi looking to throw Casey Winters out of the ring. Technical not needed here. And here comes Otomi looking to go suicide dive. Catching Casey Winters perfectly. Casey Winters got laid out there. Looked more like a flying headbutt than a shoulder tackle. Oh my god, and it's not going to get any better. Fishman's brainbuster on the outside. So, do you think Brendan Ace and Michael Carter is going to pick Johnny Farmer to be their third man after that match?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they might have to rethink who they chose.
They seem like they may be putting a lot of thought into who that third man will be, considering how dominant World Elite have been, or New World Elite.
Yeah.
But right now,
Maybe
Otomi
they
Suzuki
should.
dominating Casey Winters. Oof. I mean, if this was the Elimination Chamber, they'd be fighting on chain link steel outside that ring. I mean, we don't do any padding. There we go. Casey Winters looking to go throw it into the stairs. You think Casey Winters showing a little too much confidence?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with showing confidence, but I mean, if she wants to do anything about it, she needs to get her back in the ring and pin her.
Well, Tomizuki's moving back into the ring, but Casey Winters outside the ring. No countouts, so Tomi has to get Casey Winters back in the ring if she wants to win this match. And I mean, she's been dominating, but Otomi's one weakness is that she doesn't put her opponents away. She wants to prove that she can dominate them. Here we go. Crossface locked in. Casey Winters, could she be on the verge of tapping? No, Casey Winters able to break free. Kick to the body. Casey Winters looking Irish whip across the ring now. Bad place to be for Tomi. Oh, what a beautiful moonsault out of Casey Winters. Cover. 1, 2. She hit that picture perfect. Oh, and ran straight into a spine buster. Cover from Otomi. 1, 2, 3 in a spine buster, putting Casey Winters down. Casey just ran straight into that. Damn, another short match. But it was a good back and forth match at the start of this one, but ultimately around the outside of the ring, Otomi got the upper hand, attempted a submission, no luck there. Casey Winters threw it all on the line with that moonsault, but ultimately ran straight into the end of this match. But that was definitely a big win Otomi needed after failing to capture the women's tag team titles back at Meltdown. I swear I can smell your food through the microphone.
You can't.
I swear I can.
What am I eating then?
Smells like steak.
It's not. What the fuck?
What?
Why are World Elite?
What the
Um,
fuck? That shouldn't be the... What the fuck? No.
okay.
Apparently Demented has convinced New World Elite to back him up.
Demented has defected to World Elite.
No. Demented was able to convince New World Elite that Spike is not the champion they need.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
It was actually because this match was set up to be Tizza versus Kyle Pierce, and World Elite was meant to be on Tizza's side. But I guess I changed the match, but I didn't drop the managers.
I guess so.
I figured the second you change somebody, the managers just vanish. Apparently not. Now I know. Well, apparently Demented managed to convince a Russian, a Frenchman, and a American that he is the U.S. champion that they need. I mean, this between Demented and Spike Masters, I feel this is the lesser of two evils. But Demented seems fucking Boyadima. He just walked through fucking Demented doing his entrance. It's like, I'm not even meant to be here, fuck this. Alright, I feel like Demented and Boyadima is gonna throw fucking hands. Just fucking shoulder check team. Oh well. So what do you think Demented's chances are in this match, since you face both these men, Spike and Demented?
I think Demented's got a good shot, especially with the Royal Elite backing him.
That's like the Shield backing Randy Orton. Makes no sense. But we haven't seen Spike Masters since his title defense at NCW Meltdown. But do you think Spike should be scared of what's in that Elimination Chamber coming for his United States title?
I don't know if scared is the right word for Spike.
I mean, you got Angelo Hurst. You have DJ Young, you have Lance Romance, you have Kurt Carter, and you have Demented. Potentially that could be the match of the night. Potentially. Not right now at any of the other chambers. But Spike winning that title back when it was vacated at NCW... want to say Overload? It was Overload. But do you think this is the biggest challenge to that United States title?
Could be, yeah.
I mean, Bruce Mitchell brought the fight to him, but ultimately Spike Masters is just too strong, too big, too powerful to be stopped on that night. But this is 5 men who could potentially work together to take that title away from Spike. I mean, Kurt Carter has that flash knee, fucking DJ has about 1,000 finishing moves. Demented got that... He's got that mindset that he can just outsmart people. Apparently he's got the skill to align himself with some very powerful backup. The man with the silver tongue and the grey fucking porn stash. But is there anyone that you see becoming the next United States champion? Kurt Carter, Angelo Hurst, Demented, DJ or Lance?
Demented.
Well, Demented just got put straight down there. Some local citizens. One's Russian and one's French. I don't know if they're local. But a big lariat out of Demented and a headlock driver. Looking to put Spike away early here. But a very lax pin off that. Definitely be an upset if he beat the United States champion here tonight. No. Blood already on the face of Spike Masters. Demented has loaded knee pads. Oof, big clubbing shot there, and the clubbing just keeps coming. Spike Master's not a man who likes to taste his own blood. I think that just motivates him to destruction. Sharp elbows there. Spike Master's able to break free. Oh, and a big European uppercut staggered him into the corner, now setting him up on the top rope. Demented in trouble. Look at this power military press. Oh, and Demented comes crashing down over 7 feet in the air. And here we go now, up on the shoulders. Oh, and a big flapjack there. This Spike looking for the cover. One. And Demented ran out of the ring looking to regain some focus here. Maybe get some help from World Elite. But they kind of backed away. Oh no, here they come. They're looking to help him. Looks like Demented may have the support of the quote-unquote locals. Fuck. Eddie's willing to throw some hands with Spike. I mean, why not? He already took away his fucking 6-man tag titles once. Why not fuck him over and take away his US title somewhere down the line?
Right.
It seems like New World Elite are definitely getting on the wrong side of Spike in this matchup. Oh god, is this starting a cult?
The fuck?
Demented, the true secret leader of New World Elite. His true goal all along, give them the 6-man tag titles. God, that would be a plot twist. Fucking Jester leads Genesis and Demented leading World Elite. That would be a scary thought. Ooh, reverse twist of fate on the outside. But look at this, Eddie Knight getting in the face of Spike Masters, and then guess who has a sledgehammer for the big man? And guess who saw it coming? Fucking Jesus. Can't even do a sneak attack correctly. Now how long do you think until the referee says enough is enough and throws these two out, throws them out of it?
I don't think the ref cares.
I don't think he does. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's that merry-go-round. Demented took the wrong time to bow. 1, 2. Ooh, and nearly a 3 count. Demented with a shoulder tackle, looking for another one. Surprised he can knock Spike down.
Demented's not a small guy.
The Spike's not an easy fucking person to knock down. Imagine that when they throw him over the top rope, just the super heavyweight just launches him into the announcer's table. Just fuck up. There we go, Irish Whip. Spike dumped outside the ring, and this is Demented's territory as long as New World Elite surrounds the ring. But Demento quickly looking to get Spike back in, looking to put the big man away. Went for the kick. Nobody home. Hit the kick the second time. And now looking to tap Spike Masters out, but the big man able to reach for the bottom ropes. Demento looking to come off the top rope here. Oh, hit the 630. That was impressive for Demento. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And with a little bit of the help from the locals, Demento picking up the win. This is some strange alliance. I mean, you got...
It's not.
You sure? Because nobody puts themselves in harm's way to protect another person from another faction.
It's a managerial fuck up.
Make it into a storyline. What the fuck? Eddie Knight and Oscar were trying to go at each other. Fucking what? Eddie's like, no, do not talk to the people. Oscar and Eddie look like they're about to throw hands. Demented, you have your voters trying to kill each other. Man, this show is going really fucking short.
Yeah.
Fucking, what are we? 4 matches in, 46 minutes into the into the show.
I think so, yeah.
Probably get up to about an hour when we finally get to your fucking match. Fuck, imagine that. Like, from match 1 to 6 is like an hour long, and then your match is like fucking 65 minutes.
Fuck that. I can't stand matches that go on that fucking long.
I feel like 30 minutes should be a good time limit for a singles match.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes is fine.
Everything after that's just kind of redundant, just move spamming. That's why I kind of did. I liked the Okada Omega match due to how physical it was, but also it was just too fucking long. Like, you don't need 40-minute main events. But either way, Ivy Pine, Angelita Nightwalker looking to challenge for the women's tag team titles on episode 30 against the dominating Anarchy. But what do you think that
Why'd you tell Chance that I'll post a close-up of the live tag title?
I didn't
when
say
you know
that.
I don't have it? You did.
No,
I'm looking at the message, right? Don't make me crop it and send it to you.
You probably will, because I'm not going to believe you otherwise. But either way...
You have forced my hand.
Can I continue? What do you think their chances are of defeating the women's tag team champions with Anarchy's recent streak of domination in the tag division?
I hope they do. I hope they beat them bad, because Anarchy needs to step down from their reign of terror. I want to see new women's tag team champions.
Is that only because it's Alpha challenging for the titles?
No.
Well, they definitely have a good chance considering that Whitney Quinn and Kendall Rose will be inside the same elimination chamber for the women's title. But will they be women's tag team champions when that match rolls around? And here comes Kendall Rose, Whitney Quinn, the women's tag team champions, also the women's champion in the form of Kendall Rose. But how do you trust somebody knowing that in 2 weeks that they may be the biggest threat coming for your title?
Wait, say that again?
I said in 2 weeks these two women will be facing off against each other for the women's championship. How do you trust somebody knowing that they could be your biggest threat going into the biggest match in your title run?
I mean, they've been tag team champions for so long. I would figure the trust is going to be there no matter what, but I'm sure they got eyes in the back of their head at this point with each other.
You'd have to believe so, because they've been making quick work of the tag division, so Kendall can go on later on in the night for pay-per-views to focus on defending her women's championship. I mean, defending the titles against Atomi and Amber Young, going on for that 30-minute Iron Woman match against Iva, which she dominated. What was the score? 15-3? 15-2?
15-3.
That should have been more back and forth. That should have been like 8-7.
Yeah.
As Kendall goes face first into the mat. Ivy Pine looking to potentially become the next threat to Kendall's women's title if she's able to walk out of the chamber with the gold. And what kind of momentum would be on Ivy and Angelita's side if they're able to get a win over the women's champion? Just basically 48 hours before that women's tag team title match.
I'm sure they'll be ecstatic if they can get a win over the one half of the tag team champions.
And the current women's champion.
And the current women's champion, yeah.
I mean, Kendall, in the short time she's been in NCW, she's been making history. The first ever women's North American champion, two-time North American champion, and a two-time women's champion. She's competed at the 3 biggest shows of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Reset, the N3, and Chaos Mania 3. I still think that Reset is one of the bigger pay-per-views due to the fact that it's resetting the season.
Yeah. I agree with you.
If we had a fourth one, which would it be?
Well, okay, so WWE has SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Mania. What do we have? We have
Chaos Mania. We have Chaos Mania, The End, Reset.
Those are our big 3, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking, do we have a big 4?
Well, don't we have a Rumble pay-per-view?
Storm.
Well, then that would be our 4th.
I feel like Invincible would be the bigger one, because we crowned the King of the Ring tournament winner. But also the winner of the Rumble, the Storm Royal Rumble, also gets a fucking their title shot.
Yeah, I think our pay per view would be our fourth biggest pay per view would be the Rumble pay per view.
which would be Storm.
Yeah. So there you go.
No, Storm or Invincible, one or the other.
Storm.
I always thought it was Revolution, but because Revolution we crowned the winner of the All Stars tournament, and that goes on the Chaos Mania world.
Well, like the All Star in itself is already big enough. So no, I think Storm would be perfect.
I don't know, I'm just trying to think, have we had any really big Storm pay-per-views? Because we've done 3.
In due time, yeah, in due time.
Oh! Springboard cutter from Ivy Pine, hooks the leg for the cover. 1, 2. Ooh, and almost picking up the win on the women's champ. Ivy Pine now heading top rope. Kendall in trouble. Ivy coming in. Oh, hits the elbow. And, I think that's a page out of the Champs book, that one knee code breaker. And a discus lariat. You think Kendall has recovered from her 3 big title matches in 2 days? Or 2 shows 2 weeks ago?
I don't think she's fully recovered now.
I mean, she defended the women's tag team titles, went on later on in that night for that 30-minute Iron Woman match, and then the very next show defended the title against Aliyah Black, and we saw how much she struggled to keep up in that match. The only reason she won, we believe, is because she called the challenger off guard with that code breaker. Dang it, Tony, still being biased.
Excuse me for supporting my faction teammate.
There we go, Irish whip from corner to corner. Oh, and a shotgun drop kick. Kendall in trouble here, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Ivy has just pinned the women's champion.
Holy shit. That's a huge win for Ivy.
Made.
For real, that's a huge win for Ivy and Angelina. Huge win.
I think the championships may be in jeopardy if Ivy can pin Kendall in the middle of the ring. Wins the women's retains the women's title in the chamber. You gotta think Ivy is gonna be breathing down her neck as the next challenger. She might take everything away from Kendall.
Huge win.
I said you because because I would have sent it to you and you would have sent it to them.
Well, then send it to me.
Well, I can't. We're doing the middle of a fucking episode.
Okay, well, see, you put yourself in a predicament by saying both of us will have it, but yet I don't have it. So you put me in a predicament. So now I'm getting bitched at or yelled at.
Hold on, maybe I weird. But here we go, World Tag Team titles on the line. But how does Jeez and Diz rebound after failing to qualify for their Elimination Chambers and losing the six-man tag team titles? How do they move into the tag division?
I mean, they've been tag team champions before.
Well, it was Gutter and Jeez, but yeah.
Well, same team, either way. But I mean, they've been six-man champions before, so this is no different. They'll just, so they'll just have one less person to have their back. But I mean, it shouldn't make a difference in that, you know. If they won the six-man titles 3 different times, they should be able to win the world tag titles.
Well, I think Jeez and Gutter managed to win those World Tag Team titles twice together.
Either way.
I actually have to look at that if that's true or not. Yeah, Public Enemy have won the tag team titles twice. This could be their 3rd time tonight. Although, different. I think this would be Diz's 1st time holding the World Tag titles. But there are the World Tag Team Champions, Dylan Travis and Malcolm Black. The Fallen Kingdom defeating Bloody Impact. And what would believe was a shocking victory for these 2 men, defeating the 2020 Wildcard Tag Team Champions. But now, they are no longer the hunted. They are no longer the hunters. They are the hunted, and this is their 1st title defense. Are we going to see new champions, or are they going to be able to hang on to the gold and survive the Public Enemy here tonight? As Malcolm Black has a date with that live championship elimination chamber. And like normal, no respect to the tag division. But for Dylan Travis and Malcolm Black, how does it feel for them that their 1st titles in NCW is the World Tag Team Championship?
Oh, I'm sure they're elated. I'm sure they're nothing but happy.
And here we go, Dizzle B starting things off with Dylan Travis. Oh, and Dylan Travis looking for a quick pin attempt off the Tiger suplex. Trying to go overhead belly to belly, but no, Diz able to stop him. Went for the boot, nobody home. And it's been a while since the tag team titles have been defended in a traditional tag team match. So do you think their game plans change at all? Considering both teams have been used to the Tornado Tag Team style.
I'm sure it's the same game plan. It's just now they can focus more on strategy and not just,
And splitting that ring in half.
Yeah. I'm splitting the ring in half and not like trying to keep one person, away from the other,
Just a B with a nice pump handle X Factor there. And here we go, shots to the face, able to take Malcolm Black down. Tag made the G's, and a Public Enemy win here tonight. If Gutter wins the Intercontinental title Elimination Chamber, Public Enemy will be surrounded in gold once again. For Diz, for G's, for Gutter, 3 men that's been around NCW as long as you have. What does it take for them to, you know, stay in the game for this long and be as dominant as they have been over the past 4 years with countless accolades?
I mean, you just gotta keep going. I mean, they've stayed relevant throughout basically their whole career in NCW, whether they're singles or tagging together.
Diz will be 3-time 6-man tag team champion, 2-time champion, or world champion at this point, champion of champions, 6-time United States champion, and a 2-time Intercontinental champion. Also the 2019 Veterans Cup tournament winner. G's a former US champion, former 2-time tag team champion, 3-time 6-man tag team champion. Gutter, 3-time Intercontinental, 3-time World, 4-time Tag Team Champion, a former Live Champion, the 2018 Money for Chaos winner, and the 2018 Veterans Cup winner. So they've had a lot of accolades in their career, and they may be adding the World Tag Team and IC titles within the next 2 weeks. And it could start with the World Tag titles tonight. But let's flip the coin. Dylan Travers, Malcolm Black. What if they lose their tag team titles 2 weeks after winning them in their first title defense? How does that feel for the champions? Tony?
What?
Motherfucker.
Sorry, there's shit going down in the locker room.
Who cares? Leave the locker room alone until the fucking ad breaks.
Alright, ask what you just asked.
I basically asked, what about the Fallen Kingdom if they lost the tag titles 2 weeks after gaining them in their first title defense? Where does the Fallen Kingdom go from there?
Well, you know, who is it? Is it Malcolm? Malcolm has a live title chamber.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as he has that coming up, I'm sure he'll be focused on that. But
of course.
maybe whether he wins or loses, and when he comes out of the chamber, maybe they'll, you know, try and refocus and
regain the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Oh, Diz just ran straight into a spine buster. Dylan Travers caught him perfectly off that tag. Diz looked like he was coming in hot, but nope. It's always fun to watch somebody try to make a hot tag and then just get fucked up. But either way, Malcolm Black in control of Dizzle B here tonight. Clubbing shots in the corner. Now Malcolm sizing him up, looking for a boot in the corner. A brutal looking face wash. And here we go. Surfboard stomp. And now Malcolm Black heads to the top rope. Big man looking to fly here. Looking for the elbow drop. Oh, but nobody home. Crash and burn. Fucking, what are you doing?
What?
Here we go. Schoolboy in for the power bomb. Cover 2. Ooh, and G's with a save. But Malcolm Black now making the tag to Dylan Travers. And is this smart strategy going for Dizzle B, going for the smaller of the two? Trying to work him down. Tony, stop fucking tweeting.
I'm not tweeting.
Or messaging, whatever. I said, is this a smart strategy to work on Dizzle B, the smaller of the two?
Oh, yeah. I really think they should be taking out the big guy, though.
Because Diz has more experience in title matches. I mean, you don't become a six-time U.S. champion by being slacked.
Yeah, true.
I mean, what's the most U.S. titles in WWE? 6? And they were held by Ric Flair, 5 by John Cena. Fuck, I don't even think there's anyone else closer to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Rusev on 2?
I thought he's had 3.
Has he?
I swear he's had 3.
He had the one that he lost to Cena, then he had the one he beat Del Rio for? Wait, did he beat Del Rio? No, that was... He beat fucking... Kalisto. Did he have another one after that? Oh yeah, the one he beat Shinsuke for on fucking Christmas. Yeah, he's had 3. Okay. I swear they need to, like, let Rusev do something. Or else he's just gonna fucking walk. Like, put him on SmackDown, let him run for the IC title. Run with the IC title. Like, a good mid-card 7-month reign with the IC title. Jesus Christ, Dylan Travis trying to get Diz back in a ring, but just running him into Malcolm Black's knees. Oh, as he plants him with a flatliner on the outside. The one bad thing about tag matches. The fights spend too much time outside of them. Back and forth these two go. Diz able to knock down Dylan Travis, but you gotta think this is a chance he needs to get back in the ring and make the tag to the fresher G's. It looks like he wants to keep this fight going on the outside, but Dylan Travis double leg takedown. Here comes a closed fist. And Dylan Travis getting back in the ring. Nope. Instead sending him down the Public Enemy side and decided didn't want to take that chance of getting near their corner. What are you doing? It sounds like you're playing something.
Maybe I am.
Probably you are, because you're not paying attention, obviously.
I am paying attention. I'm watching and playing. Don't question me.
Oh, you should be listening.
I'm doing both.
Well, there's not much going on, just Dylan Travis beating up Diz on the outside. Maybe we should go back to tornado tags.
Maybe.
I mean, the matches did feel shorter, but...
I wouldn't say shorter. They felt a lot longer. Although, the moment one person got pinned, that team was usually fucked. So,
like it was very rarely. Time.
It was very rarely when somebody would come back.
I mean, there was times that they'd get one elimination, but then just get fucked right after it.
Yeah, but that at least kind of adds like to the
drama.
The drama of the match. You know, oh, he got a pinfall. Now it's 1-on-1.
Is there going to be
regardless
a
of whether
comeback?
he got beat
Boom,
anyway.
spin.
Yeah, exactly.
But Dylan Travis just needs to get Diz back in the ring. I think they've done enough damage to take him out. Even though Jeez is the biggest threat at this point, because Diz has taken a lot of damage in this match. Oh god. Oh. I didn't even think that adds extra pain being on the outside. Dropping him down on the double knees, but I don't think that adds any extra damage. But someone needs to get back in his ring before this crowd starts tearing down the building. You think there'll be ever a day that NCW gets sponsorships from
I mean,
like if we had to sell like toothbrush, toothpaste, and shit like that? Colgate, NCW. It's like Colgate presents NCW.
Colgate, brush your teeth, bitches.
We'll try to get Snickers as well.
Jesus, that'd be one hell of a sponsorship, dude.
Right.
If Snickers just like randomly saw our videos and they were like, "What's that them?"
Yeah, right. Like, you know, you only get like 90-something views, but how would you like to be sponsored by Snickers? It's like, fuck yeah.
No, it's like they call us and they're like, "Hey, we want to sponsor your YouTube channel." Like, okay, who's this? Oh, this is an executive at Snickers. Get the fuck out of here.
You're right. Would you actually believe it?
Right? Well, no. Hang up immediately. They call back like, "No, this is actually Snickers."
It's like, all right, then send me a month. It's like,
yeah, send me a lifetime supply of Snickers.
I wouldn't say lifetime supply. It's just like, if that's true, then like send me like a box full of Snickers or some shit.
To be honest with you, I'm not a Snickers fan.
Say that on commentary, like, this stupid motherfucker.
I'm not a Snickers fan.
It's like, I wish Mars was fucking in Mars. Skittles, taste the ring.
I don't even like Skittles, dude.
Obviously. Well, either way, Malcolm Black looking to put G's away with a rolling German suplex. Bridge and pin. 1, 2. Oof, G's just getting the shoulder off. I don't think Diz was going to make it in time. That hand was coming down. But how would that feel for G's after watching Diz take so much damage to be the one taking the pinfall?
Kind of hurt your pride, maybe. Is this one fall? Is this just one fall, or is it? Okay.
It's a takedown match. Only because fucking AIs didn't break shit up. Well, either way.
Yeah, that shit was annoying. The AI's not breaking anything up.
Works the leg. 1, 2. G's kicked out. Oh my god, and Malcolm Black just running across the ring with a double stomp to Diz. Trying to cave that poor man's chest in. Fucking Diz did not see that one coming. He just got cut in. And Fallen Kingdom picking up the win. I mean, you had Malcolm Black's rolling German suplex and then Dylan Travis's double underhook facebuster. No wonder it took just a simple neck breaker after to put him away. But a dominating defense by the champions. Who's going to be next in line to challenge for the World Tag Team titles? Man, we might only make an hour and a half on this show. That Fallen Kingdom needed. to solidify themselves as the top of the division. First title
I
defense
think
out of
it.
the way.
I think it definitely put him in that limelight of like these guys are meant to be taken serious. You know.
Well, they're the ones sitting at the top of the mountain. And now with that defense out of the way, Malcolm Black can focus on capturing the live title.
Do you think Dylan Travis holds any resentment towards Malcolm Black for beating him in that qualifying match?
I don't think so. For the sheer fact it was the better man won. Dylan Travis ran across the ring, went for the dropkick, got hit with a lariat, and Malcolm Black took advantage of knowing his ally. I don't think there's any resentment between them. It's just Dylan Travis made one mistake and Malcolm Black took control over it.
Wait, is this is the main event,
Yeah,
right? Holy shit, dude! This really went by fast.
tell me about it. My fucking coffee's not even half done. And here we go. Here comes one of the 5 men that'll be challenging for the NCW World Heavyweight Championship inside the Elimination Chamber at Rage. And this is a huge opportunity for Eric Lopez in his career.
Yep.
I mean, he had to defeat a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion to get into the chamber. I don't think he's going to give up this opportunity quite easily. But at the moment, all he's been trying to do is prove to you that he is ready for this world title match.
He's gonna take him a while to prove that shit to me, man.
Well, what a better way than by beating the World Heavyweight Champion. And we've already seen the United States Champion lose. We've seen the Women's Champion lose. Will it be the World Champion's time to lose? I mean, you haven't been in a ring since your match against Demented.
Your point.
That was 2 weeks
That
ago.
was last week.
2
It was
weeks
last
ago.
week.
2 weeks ago. It was on
The
live.
face.
It was on live 61. We're up to like 63 now. But he is the biggest man going into that world title chamber. Does that make him potentially the biggest threat, even though he's less experienced than the other 5 men?
Well, you just said it. Less experience. Regardless of how big you are, how much muscle you got on you, just if you don't have the experience, no one's gonna take you serious.
You got
Speaking
K-Dog,
of,
multi-time champion. You got Blake Adams, a
I gotta
former
make
2-time IC champion. All right, you
I
gotta
gotta
go.
make my entrance.
You got Franco Ricci, a former multi-time tag champ, former hardcore, former live. And here comes the 6-time world heavyweight champion, Tony Lee Williams. Fresh off his second title defense at NCW Meltdown against Kurt Carter. But now the biggest threat to his world title run is coming in the form of this Elimination Chamber. Has competed in the chamber in the past. This is his 4th Elimination Chamber in 4 years. The last one dating back to NCW Rage of 2018, back in Season 2, losing that chamber. But now has a chance to redeem himself, walk into the chamber, walk out of the chamber with that world title in hand. But it's going to be an uphill battle. But I think tonight it's all about teaching Eric Lopez respect. Well, let's see if Eric Lopez can do what Alex Wolf couldn't, what Kurt Carter couldn't. Can he pin the World Heavyweight Champion in one-on-one action? Title not on the line. Lopez, much like K-Dog, much like Blake Adams, much like Franco Ricci.
What Lance Romance couldn't.
Sure. And Max Maximus all have a chance to become World Heavyweight Champion as Tony overpowering Eric Lopez with that overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And a quick kick to the back there, trying to add a little bit of extra damage, but Eric Lopez grabbing him by the neck, pulling him back, and here he goes, hits the suplex. Has raw power over Tony Lee Williams. Size difference, not much, but it's the muscle mass that may give Eric Lopez the advantage, but Tony Lee Williams, much like he said earlier, has the experience factor. 4 years in NCW, multi-time world champion, multi-time tag champion, multi-singles champ, live champion, intercontinental champion, United States champion, all on his resume. But, oh, Tony with a brutal DDT spiking him into the floor. In a part of a lot of the most dominating factions in NCW history. And here we go now, looking Irish whip into the corner. Referee needs to stay out of the way. Tony walking across the ring, looking to turn Eric Lopez around, but no, Lopez back elbow. The bone of the point of the elbow straight to the face. Oof. And Lopez winding up, shot there to the chest, clothesline, nobody home, hit him in the back of the head. And now looking to pick the world champion up, looking to elevate him. Nope. Oh, plants him instead with a Uranagi slam. And now picks him up, looking for that power slam in the middle of the ring. Lopez, big knee, double axe handle to the back. As Eric Lopez is taking control of the match, looking for a headbutt to plant the world champion. Possibly try to bust him open as he winds up on the arm. Big lariat knocking Tony Lee Williams down. And Eric Lopez has a fire lit under him tonight. Oh, and a big double axe hand, sending Tony flying. But Tony fires back, hits the clothesline, staggers Lopez. And now that experience factor coming into play perhaps. Tony Lee Williams has him down with a snapmare, looking to take it slow and work down the powerhouse. And if you're on your back, you can't be picking people up. You can't be dominating people on your back unless you're a submissionist. And here we go, has Lopez up. Shot there with a forearm. Slowing down the pace, slowing down the momentum of Lopez. As Tony changed his game plan after that double axe handle. Here we go, winding up on that arm. Oh, and another sharp elbow strike. Irish whip countered into the corner. Tony using all of his weight to push Lopez into the turnbuckle there. Shoulder tackles to try to cut that breath down, and now grinding the knee across the chest after the stomp to the solar plex. As he needs to get a bit of his breath back now that Lopez has been worked down. Goes for a quick pin attempt. Only a 1 count. Lopez able to kick out. Tony We need to watch his back for the big man. No, caught him with a kick. Has him up. Looking for the move that put away Kirk Carter. The Cyclone Bomb hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Tony Lee Williams with the W. Eric Lopez brought the fight tonight, but ultimately could not put away Tony Lee Williams as a world champion continues his momentum going into the Elimination Chamber. Tony stands tall tonight. A little staggered after that fucking double axe handle.
What's up?
I don't know how you're talking. I mean, unless you got a mic piece. Oh my god, that was an hour and a half episode. But anyway, that has been it for NCW Season 4, Episode 29. If you liked any of the matches, please hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, hit that bell button to stay up to date with NCW action, and you can follow us on Twitter at NCWXTREME to stay up to date with everything news related in the world of Neo Chaos Wrestling. You can also go over to ProWrestlingTees.com/NCWXTREME to buy our merchandise and support the show. You can also go over to Twitter to stay at NCWXTREME to stay up to date with everything that happens on a day-to-day basis in NCW, match cards, match announcements, etc., etc. Anyway, that has been it for today's episode. Tune in next time for NCW Season 4, Episode 30, where we will see the women's tag team titles on the line. Alpha versus Anarchy. That is going to be one you don't want to miss. Anyway, that has been it from Neo Extreme and Tony Lee Williams. Tune in next time. Until then, this is us saying goodbye, good night, good luck, and see you later. Adios.
You suck.
Time to terrorize some fuckers on a bus.